Matt Norman with Florida Native Boat Sales here in Tarpon Springs, Florida. Here to give you an up-close and personal walkthrough on this 2014 Boston Whaler 190 Montauk. Powered with a Mercury Fourstroke 150 of the same 2014 era with only 123 original hours. It's a clean bottom, no bottom paint. All white hull, got an updated GPS, got some good upholstery in good shape, Bimini tops in good shape. The trailer does not convey. Obviously can be used to move the boat to its new home, but just the boat in the sail. And the biggest wear item I can find is a little gouge right here, which again, reference point there. So through the gel coat in one of the thickest part of the hulls, but as far as any other rash, really minimal scratching, maybe one or two more of these size. I think there's one more of those throughout the entire bottom that I was able to find. Rub rail's in good shape. Rub rail's not chewed up. Stainless is in excellent shape. Whalers stainless is just always top notch. You don't see really much for any pitting or bleeding rust much for anywhere. So 190 Boston Whaler Montauk 2014, only 123 hours, 125 hours on this Mercury 150. Got the swim boarding ladder right here, 3-step fold out ladder, makes it easy to get in and out. This has got the high rail setup, classic Whaler-esque, and the removable aft seating package. So these backrests remove right out of here and you can utilize these rod holders. This is probably the worst wear items topside, is some rips in that backrest cushion. But I want to swing on in here. So this has got the plumbed livewell. And this is the area where the livewell is separate. In later generations, they moved the livewell under the seat there, but yeah, plumbed well right here on a gas strut. Pump powers on, does its thing. Couple rod holders on either side. Here's the fuel fill right here. Very clean bilge. Pop this open. I got still photos of everything too in the listing, but bilge pump looks newer. Same with livewell pump. Again, the boat gel coat surfaces, you know, she's definitely sat in the sun some. The surfaces that are most exposed to the sun are oxidized. So depending on your level of detail and shine, most detailers would probably say this boat needs to be wet sanded to bring her back. But that's the good thing about it, is you can totally bring it back. This is probably the other biggest wear item, is sunburning on this engine cowling. And this era 150 and 200 Mercury with this ABS top cover are known for getting sunburnt. But it is just a cosmetic piece. You could probably wrap that if you wanted to, maybe. Get the whole thing repainted if you'd like. So moving on. 190 Montauk's got so much room. It's very utilitarian. Plenty of real estate. Love the cup holders on and the grab handle when you're sitting in these jump seats. You got a grab handle right there and you got the cup holder right there. Just a little bit of storage on under these seats here. Self-bailing cockpit. So just hose her on out and all the water's just going to run straight out of the boat. Take a look at that Bimini top. It's a Whaler factory Bimini. So nice stainless hardware for the Bimini, not cheapo aluminum that's going to bend on you. It's very robust. Sunbrella for the top. Here's the Helm seat. Probably my favorite part about these whalers is the reversible Helm seat. So you can sit traditionally with the backrest there when you're piloting the boat. But let's see if I can do it one-handed. You have multiple spots now that you can adjust this backrest. And the one that I would use a lot would be right there. So now you can sit aft and join in on the conversation with people in the back, or you can watch baits as you're trolling. You're down in the Keys trolling the reef. Great spot there. And then while somebody is sitting backwards there, you can actually now treat this as a leaning post and lean up against this backrest, and somebody can still sit aft facing, watching your baits as you troll along. So let's focus in here on this Helm. Nice whaler, 5-spoke Helm, key switch, speedometer, tack. There is sun burning here on the tack. You can just barely make out the 123 on the hours, but it is able to be made out. Here is your switches. And again, if you wanted to refit this is a very easy switch panel refit. There's some guys out there that do some really cool stuff with panels, and that would be really, really trick. An updated 741 XS GPS unit, probably a few years newer than the boat, maybe 2019 era. Here is a fusion head unit, which is in op, so does not look like it powers on. 2 cup holders here. It's a Mercury fly-by-wire shifter, so electronic shifting, so nice and smooth shifting. And I'm sure this we'll have to confirm. I just see a C-Star unit on here, so I don't think it's got the power or the Mercury power steering. I think it's just normal hydraulic. I'll confirm that it's not assist after I do my sea trial. Grab handle around the console, anchor light, attachment points for the Bimini, and here's a couple JL speakers. So if you do want to get this fusion system going again, there's your speaker spot. Spot for a couple tackle trays, dedicated spot for a fire extinguisher. Let's take a look up here in the bow. So 4 vertical rod holders that work with this Bimini, and a igloo cooler that doubles as a jump seat with a backrest. And the cushion does remove with snaps. They're a little frozen on, and the cooler is not in great shape, but it's got dedicated chocks with a bungee that actually, these chocks are in great shape. And I love how this is actually a cup holder too. So double duty there. Again, this will open up, but yeah, the cooler is fairly shot, but at least you can see when you get a new cooler how convenient that jump seat is, and then you got ice cold drinks under you or food. The bow area's got the full bow cushion setup. It's 3 different pieces, port, center, and starboard, and they are snap-on, and they do look newer, or they were kept inside while the boat was being stored outside, because there is really not cracks, rips, tears on these. So this will fold out of the way real quick, and you can leave that cushion on and just pull up here and access your anchor without having to completely eliminate that forward cushion. So here's your anchor locker. It drains overboard. It's got a plug right in it, so you can just hose all this out. Everything goes right overboard. It doesn't, mud and debris doesn't go into the boat. Flip this back over. Back in business with your seating. And there's the last seat. So again, 2014 Boston Whaler 190 Montauk here in Tarpon Springs, Florida. I'm Matt Norman with Florida Native Boat Sales. It's a pleasure walking you through this. We'll see you on the water.